Now, another episode of the Satana political debate program telecast on our sister channel Surasa TV was held at the Stein Studios, Ratmalana yesterday.
Now, the 2014 budget and the Sri Lankan economy were taken up for debate yesterday.
Journalists raised questions at the debate on whether the revenues of local government institutions would reduce as a result of the proposals of the 2014 budget.
While the executive presidency prevails, it is possible that power and funds will not go to the village and that a certain section will go to the central government. To a certain extent, how are these to be maintained? When you look at how the Ministry of Economic Development has been established and how this program is being implemented, it is evident that there is a disparity in the decentralization or devolution of powers.
This is the main argument we put forward when the Ministry of Economic Development was introduced. The fact that all institutions at the lower level would be taken into this. Minister, you must bring forward an amendment to this so that the funds go straight to the individual local government institutions instead of the Divinaguma department. Then there will be no problem. The enterprise will also be protected. Instead of collecting the funds at the Divinaguma department, the funds will be disbursed to the individual local government institutions. Then both sides will be saved.
Although there is no revenue, this is not a significant factor in the case of urban councils. When protecting the entrepreneur, the revenue of the local government institution could be affected. On the other hand, the government is making massive direct grants. The mayor of Colombo himself has said that as a result of the major investment in the city of Colombo, the revenue of the municipal council has risen.
No matter how many documents are presented, the government does what it wants. They introduce and pass bills when they see fit. When they introduced the last budget, it did not say anywhere that they were going to give concessions for casinos. The last budget did not speak of a price hike in petrol or diesel either. But that happened too. When the last budget was presented, the government already knew about Chogam, but that was not mentioned in the last budget either. They did all of that the way they wanted to do it. They are continuing on a dictatorial journey and are simply presenting these for the sake of doing so.
You're watching News First, and it's now time for the newspaper cartoon of the day.
Chairman of the Meerigama Pradesh Sabha Ananda Premachandra Ranavira is at risk of losing his position as a result of the second defeat of the Pradesh Sabha's 2014 budget.
Yes, Commissioner of Local Government for the Western Province Chandrani Samarakun says that when the budget of a Pradesh Sabha is defeated twice, the chairman of the Pradesh Sabha is considered to have resigned his position.
A second round of voting on the budget of the Meerigama Pradesh Sabha for 2014 was held this afternoon under the auspices of the Pradesh Sabha chairman Ananda Premachandra Ranavira. When the vote was called for, all the government and opposition members of the Pradesh Sabha were present in the chamber with the exception of the Janatha Vimukti Peramuna member. The budget was defeated by a majority of 20 votes, with the chairman casting the only vote for the budget. The 2014 budget of the Meerigama Pradesh Sabha was first defeated on the 20th of this month. The 2014 budget of the Paliyagoda Urban Council was defeated for the second time the day before yesterday. Chief Minister of the Western Province Prasanna Ranatunga said yesterday that accordingly steps were taken to hand over the duties of the chairman to the vice chairman of the council.
Now, without the freedom of expression and media freedom, democracy cannot prevail and development remains unattainable.
That's right. Independent, free and pluralistic media have a crucial role to play in the good governance of democratic societies by ensuring transparency and accountability, promoting participation and the rule of law.
Not only do free and independent media act as guardians of human rights and watchdogs against abuses by authority, they also provide citizens with the information they require to exercise their democratic rights. The media helps ensure transparency in government machinations and helps keep watchdogs instituted by the legislative process independent of the arms of government. The media's ability to expose acts of indiscretion further serves as a deterrent, instilling the fear of being exposed among would-be perpetrators.
රටක තියෙන ව්‍යවස්ථාදායකයේ විධායකයේ සහ අධිකරණයේ හා සමාන වැදගත්කමක් ජනමාධ්‍ය වලටත් හිමි වෙනවා.
The media holds a position that is equal to the legislature, executive and judiciary of a country. The main task of the media is to balance and supervise the activities of the three arms of government, the legislature, the executive and the judiciary. It is in this fashion that the media exercises its true democratic duties.
ඒ තුලින් තමයි ජනමාධ්‍යයන් වලට පුළුවන් උන්ගේ ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදී කාර්යභාරය නියමාකාරයෙන් ඉෂ්ට කරන්න.
The Deputy Minister of External Affairs Newmal Pereira commented on the media at an event held in Madampe today.
Everything we say, right or wrong, is published in the media. The media has become the opposition today. At a time when the opposition is silent, doing the wrong things and not supporting the country, the media is enabling us to take the country forward as the opposition. At a moment when the opposition should be acting as the audit of a company, the media is carrying out this task.
Now, still in local news, 8 fishermen who set out to sea and were reported missing owing to strong winds have been found along with 2 fishing vessels.
The Minister of Fisheries says there is no confirmed information on the fishermen.
The 2 fishing vessels, namely Thilon 7 and Priya Chamil, that set out to sea from Dondra Head were reported missing. The Ministry of Fisheries said that assistance was sought from the Indian government, the Indian Coast Guard and all maritime security units to locate the missing fishermen. Meanwhile, 5 fishermen aboard the Prasangika vessel that set out to sea from Nigambo have been brought into the Trincomalee harbour. The Ministry of Fisheries has warned the fisher community to exercise caution due to the inclement weather.
ඉදිරි දින කිහිපය තුළ දිවයිනට වැස්සට බර කාලගුණයක් අපි අපේක්ෂා කරනවා විශේෂයෙන්ම උතුරු නැගෙනහිර පළාත්.
There may be showers or thunder showers in the northeastern, northern and central provinces. Thunder showers may occur in the evening and night in other areas as well. Heavy rainfall of up to 75 millimeters could be experienced in certain parts of the island. Strong winds will be accompanied by heavy showers. The general public are kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize harm caused by lightning activities.
මේ ගුරුම් සතරසිට ටෙටි කාණකට සුළං ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම අකුණු අනතුරු අවම කරගන්න අවශ්‍ය පියවර ගන්න කී නැවතත් මතක් කරන්න කැමැති.
The duty meteorologist notes that wind speeds could reach up to 10 to 40 kilometers per hour.
Now, an event to present promotion letters to officers attached to the Postal Service took place today at the Sri Lanka Foundation Institute.
552 Grade 2 officers employed in the Postal Service were presented with letters promoting them to Grade 1 of the Postal Service. The event was held under the auspices of the Minister of Postal Services, Jeevan Kumaratunga. Deputy Minister of Postal Services, Sanat Jayasuriya, was also present at the event. Our doors and offices are open. We all should join hands together to overcome challenges in the Postal Service and steer the Postal Service forward. The Ministry of Postal Services should work closely with the people. We should work happily. As an individual with personal experience and as a person who works in a team, I believe that the primary thing is to be happy with what you do.